Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Great, kind of a head-scratcher in this one. A fumble or two here or there. That's going to happen, but they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. The motion man here is Bourne. Now Gibson. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back in.
First and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. To throw is Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On first down, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They go play action for Burrow. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Over the top. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So yet another celebration, and this one has a little bit of history with it. He has set the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but Here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Has completed to Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the ground, Gibson. I fumbled the football. The Bengals have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. On 1st and 10, Burrow.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So
he is in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals stretch things out even further. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Bengals have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Got his man at the 6.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
2nd down, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be...
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get, and he's into the end zone yet again. Joe Burrow, touchdown Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals add on to their already sizable lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Smith-Schuster. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Reload, go.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. The ball comes out. The Bengals have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Here we go.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Cincinnati
Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati. And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in 1 game. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in 1 game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. And he'll work this one past the 25. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down. Throw again is May. Into the hands of Juju. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. May to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch.
A gain of 14. And the Patriots 1st down.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A handoff. And now again he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
11.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
28 more yards.
On 1st down, Burrow. He's going to keep it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs.